I'm Duane Roelfs of Servants United Parish. I will be leading daily devotions with you. The basis for these daily devotions is from Christ in Her Home, a daily devotional series. The Bible readings are from the Revised Standard Version. For Monday, December 19th, our reading is from the 17th chapter of Genesis, verses 15 through 22. God said to Abraham, "As for Sarai your wife, you shall not call her Sarai, but Sarah shall be her name. I will bless her, and moreover I will give you a son by her. I will bless her, and she shall give rise to nations. Kings of peoples shall come from her." Then Abraham fell on his face and laughed, and said to himself, "Can a child be born to a man who is 100 years old? Can Sarah, who is 90 years old, bear a child?" And Abraham said to God, "Oh, that Ishmael may live in your sight." God said, "No, but your wife Sarah shall bear you a son, and you shall name him Isaac. I will establish my covenant with him as an everlasting covenant for his offspring after him. As for Ishmael, I have heard you. I will bless him and make him fruitful and exceedingly numerous. He shall be the father of 12 princesses, and I will make him a great nation. But my covenant I will establish with Isaac, whom Sarah shall bear to you as this season next year." And when he had finished talking with him, God went up from Abraham. The end is laughter. Then Abraham fell on his face and laughed. Verse 17. Abraham and Sarah were well past their childbearing years when God showed up and told them Sarah would soon birth a son. They'd left home long before, riding on God's promise to give them a fruitful land and bless the world through their descendants. But by this time, they'd pretty much given up hope. Abraham suggested that Ishmael, the son he had fathered with Hagar, an enslaved woman, could be the child through whom God would fulfill the promise. But God had more in store. Sarah would bear a son, as God had promised. God seldom does things in what we consider the easy way. The long, twisted genealogy from Abraham to Jesus includes prostitutes, adulteries, scandalous unions, several murders, and a handful of unlikely births, starting with Sarah's child, whom they named Isaac, which means laughter. And that, after all, is the hope of the whole convoluted biblical story. The joy that comes when God exceeds our expectations and sends a great love to show us we have not been and never will be forgotten. Our prayer. Blessed are you, O Lord, for in Jesus you keep your promise to bless the world. Amen. Please join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.